It is Friday, March 13th, and some things have gone on in the broader world of automation and some things have gone on here in the world of Monkeypods. The two things that I saw people talking about in the industry news this week, one's related to HighLevel and the other one is related to Keap Thryv. The HighLevel thing is that they're adding another AI tool into the platform. And I tend to ignore them and think, oh, I'll review them when I have a reason to. But the one I saw announced this week was actually like on the homepage of the HighLevel platform. And it seems that the promise they're making is that it can access other parts of the HighLevel platform. So you could ask it questions about your data and your use of the platform. So I haven't checked it yet, but I guess the news update is that it's the first HighLevel AI announcement that has my interest in a way that I want to dive pretty deep into it.
Yeah, I think it's a really good release on their part, because people's two biggest requests and complaints are, I want this feature and oh shit, there's too many features. How do I use this overly robust tool? So it's like you're constantly juggling this. I want more, but now it's too difficult. Before you move on, if you're watching this, that means you're really cool and probably really funny too. But also, like, let us know that if you're like, oh my gosh, thanks for telling me, or let us know if you've tried it too, because yes, we will try it, but we're not the only ones learning about this and seeing it.
The other thing that I noticed that is occupying space in the conversation right now is the new login experience at Keap Thryv. And this, like so many of the updates we've given about Keap and Thryv, has this like pessimistic and optimistic view at the same time. So the pessimistic part in me is that change sucks, but there's also an optimistic layer. And I would be happy to advocate for two specific examples. One example, Thryv didn't have in-app switching. Thryv didn't have the ability, for those of you who maybe are only in one Keap application, you might not even know this is a thing, but for those of us who are Keap partners or run more than one business, you can log in once and you can switch between applications in real time without logging in, which is a really powerful feature for experts and partners. And Thryv didn't have that. So modernizing the login experience is going to give Thryv the opportunity to follow through on that request that lots of partners have had of, if I could do it in Keap, why can't I do it in Thryv? And on the other side, Keap has for years been told that they need to have a more secure login environment for partners with big teams. We've been told, you all have asked for these things. Thryv needs in-app switching for power users. Keap needs more granular security for individual contributors and larger agencies. Keap has said, this is the path to getting both of those things. What more could we want from them than progress towards the stuff they said that they were going to do? Let's move on from industry news to Monkeypod retrospective. Do you want to take the first one? Do you want to talk about the member mingle that was actually just a little over a week ago already?
It was super fun. That's my official analysis. No, it was funny because it was our first major like social mingle. Like we've had, tech hours before, but like this social hour was really funny because it was socializing, but people still came with their tech questions. And so I think it's more a testament to like, we're here as your friends and as your family, and we're still always going to be here to help.
Yeah, thanks to the members who came out to see us there. I'll do item number two. Item number two is that today, so Friday, March 13th, there's a new video up on YouTube, and that is my interview with Turner Leslie from Mailbox Power. Mailbox Power is a promotional product gifting platform, but one of the things that we talked about during the interview is that somehow it feels more like a SaaS company to me than like a promotional products company, because they do like this integration process where you can build out a customer journey inside of their platform that you trigger people into and automate. And you can use Zapier and other tools to send signals of products you want to send on particular intervals. So that's what this first interview with Turner is about, is bridging those like online only experiences into these in real life physical experiences. That dropped today, so hit YouTube and watch that. Number three, we have a member inside of the Monkeypod community, Jason Wojo. He launched his book on Tuesday. I opened the Amazon package this morning and got to see Business for Life by Jason.
I am so excited because if I could describe Jason's sort of like expertise in his business and, sort of his mission is to generate a much healthier work business life. His whole mantra is building your business around your life, not your life around your business. And I think, you know, in a time where hustle culture is unfortunately still like the predominant thought, like if you want something, you know, work 20 hours a day until you get it. That's not what Jason is all about. He wants you to like enjoy your life in the process. So you don't kill yourself until you don't have a life left to enjoy. And so I think this book is mine hasn't arrived yet. It's arriving tomorrow. I'm so excited.
The last thing for this week is anything you want to raise about the Grove? I think there's 5 or 6 conversations that are active right now with some things that people are working.
Yeah, I'll say, you know, especially just for the greater audience who isn't intimately familiar with kind of who's in there and what kind of conversations we have, is that I think some of the spiciest conversations we're having right now in the Grove are about, you know, multi-system integration and communication. You know, for example, one of our members, Jason, is talking about how, like, how do I get my bill date to understand this over here so that when they cancel, they still get their rest of their month over here, but these don't talk to each other. And how do you get the bill date over here to make it talk to this? And it's like, and I think that's the beauty of the community, the membership, because while you might see this in the larger, greater free community environment in the business automation space, I think inside of the Grove, it's closer knit, but also more intentional. Like, we all know that we're not just there to ask questions. We know that we're expected to be supportive and share. Like, we give and we take all at the same time. Like, solving a problem is great, but solving a problem with cool people and having fun in the process, that's way better.